Module 3, Ethics in Leadership by Michelle Hunt. When taking the Leadership Compass test, a few things stuck out to me. Understands how people need to receive information, supportive of colleagues and peers, and receptive of others' ideas, and a team player. I currently work in a team of 9 teachers and am the reading leader on the team, and I see this every day, trying to support colleagues in the classroom with different best practices in reading interventions. I received a diplomat on the quiz assessment. A few things that stuck out to me about this was builds deep personal bonds, response to employees is seen as constructive, seen as the social glue able to resolve conflicts peacefully, and places staff in a position of strengths to achieve success. I see this every day, even just working as a teacher. One of our administrators, constructive criticism is not always given, it's just given as criticism. So I definitely see this as something that I am working on to make things while I'm working with my 9 teachers constructive. Things to work on. When looking at Be the Change Consulting, a few things that stuck out to me were may lose focus on goals when they believe relationships are compromised, has trouble saying no to requests, internalizes difficulty and assumes blame. A few other things that stuck out were may overcompromise to avoid conflict, loses track of time, and gets upset when the relationship is put second. As you saw on the previous slide, saying no is a big obstacle of mine. I like to do things just to get them done and to do them on my own. So I have a lot of times delegating tasks that could be delegated to my 9 teachers. I like to analyze the data and go through all that. Also, I overcompromise a lot to avoid conflict and lose track of that goal. While reflecting on this as a current teacher leader and past restaurant manager, the assessments are spot on. I'm a very empathetic leader and I love helping others succeed. I've been elected to the ENEA leadership team and I find enjoyment with helping others with best practices in reading, as well as helping others throughout our district. How ethics and leadership work together. Ethics, or having a moral compass, as I like to call it, is very important as a school leader. After talking to taking the leadership compass assessment and reflecting on my leadership qualities, I found that relationships is one of my most important traits. Knowing this is going to help me in the future when advocating for my staff as well as my students, and making sure that I continue to work towards that goal and keep that the center focus. Things that I could improve on. As I was analyzing my results from the Leadership Compass assessment, I would like to work on the area of empathy, for example. I can get to be supportive of my peers and colleagues, but I do also lose track of goals, trying to compromise to avoid those conflicts within our team. This is something that I had been working on myself before taking the assessment, but it was now solidified after reviewing my results. The standard correlation. The module correlated with the standard by giving me articles that pertain to ethical leadership. I was able to use a Powtoon as a digital platform to create the presentation while improving my knowledge of what it means to be an ethical leader. I was also able to take these articles that we used and start directly reflecting on my own current leadership practices. The assessments were spot on to my leadership styles and traits, and this allowed me to take the knowledge and the new knowledge and learn why it is important to be an ethical leader. A reflection on the whole assignment. When completing this assignment, I really enjoyed using the Powtoon digital platform. I've never used the platform before myself, have watched quite a few platforms, and really liked how I could tie this in my leadership practices when teaching different interventions to staff. I also got to think about how my personality traits and my leadership traits really can affect my future leadership as well as my current leadership, and how I can advocate for both my students and staff while improving those. I've always been taught that over the years that students are to be put first. This is something that I completely agree with, but I also think that sometimes we as leaders forget that our staff is also human, and that we need to help motivate them to reach our goals, as well as to think about them when making decisions. Using all this new information has given me a lot to think about and ways to grow as a leader.
Created using